What started as a harmless desert adventure nearly cost me my life. But the worst part? We still don't know what was really down there. This happened not even a month ago. I'm a senior in high school, born and raised in Nevada. Out here, there's not much to do. But my friends and I? We chase the weird, the forgotten, the abandoned. We've always been obsessed with urban exploring. Creepy tunnels, dead malls, decaying buildings hidden away from the world. It wasn't about vandalism or trespassing. It was about the thrill, the atmosphere, that eerie, spine-chilling vibe. And no one lived for that thrill more than Charles. Charles was the quiet, mysterious one in our group. The guy who somehow always knew where to find the creepiest spots. One day, he sent us a screenshot from some sketchy Instagram account. Barely any followers. Blurry photos. Creepy comments under every post. The caption read, "Dozens of abandoned mine shafts hidden in the Mojave Desert, if you know where to look." According to Charles, he'd been talking to the account owner. And they gave him a pin drop, deep in the Mojave. That was all he needed. So that Saturday, it was me, Charles, and our other friend James. We took my Wrangler, perfect for the off-road desert trails. No clear address, just vague coordinates in the middle of nowhere. We drove for what felt like forever. The road vanished behind us, replaced by rough dirt paths. No signs. No towns. Just endless desert stretching in every direction. James was getting irritated. "This is a scam," he kept saying. "We're wasting our time." But Charles wouldn't let up. And just when we were ready to give up, James spotted something. At first, it looked like more rocks and sand, but then we saw it. A half-collapsed wooden structure, built into the side of a slope. The entrance looked partially caved in, but behind the rotting beams, a dark hole yawned wide. It was a mineshaft. Charles dropped a pin on his offline map, turned to James, and smirked. "Told you." I couldn't believe it. We'd actually found one. We geared up, climbed out, and approached the entrance. It looked worse up close, ancient wood, crumbling supports, debris everywhere. Charles tossed a rock down the shaft. We waited. Clang, clang, clang. Then, nothing. It was deep. Charles looked back at us, dead serious. "If you trip on the way down, you're probably dead." Comforting. We started the descent. The shaft sloped steeply but wasn't vertical. The ground was loose, old beams lined the walls, surprisingly intact for how ancient they looked. The deeper we went, the colder it got. The quieter it became. Eventually, we couldn't even see daylight behind us. At the bottom, the shaft opened into a wider tunnel with branching paths. It was like something out of a movie. Rotting support beams, rusted rails half buried in dirt, forgotten tools scattered everywhere. The air was stale, thick with dust. We weren't looking for treasure, just exploring. Honestly, it looked stripped of anything valuable. But then, we heard it. A faint, scraping sound, echoing from deeper inside the tunnel. At first, I thought I imagined it. But Charles froze too. James motioned for us to kill our flashlights. We stood in total darkness, listening. The sound came again. Something dragging, scraping across the ground. Metal? Wood? It echoed off the stone walls, growing closer. We stayed frozen, hearts pounding, adrenaline spiking. 30 seconds passed, maybe a full minute. The scraping sound crept toward us, slow, steady. Then, James's flashlight flicked on, and off again. I could have killed him. The scraping stopped. A beat of silence, then. Clang. A metallic crash echoed from deep inside the tunnel. And then, the scream. The most horrific, guttural, demonic scream I've ever heard in my life. It didn't sound human. We ran. I've never run faster. Footsteps pounded behind me. Panic surged through me. I was in the back, struggling to keep up. And then, I tripped. My shoe came off. I didn't stop to grab it. Sharp rocks tore at my foot, every step agony. Charles and James reached the incline first, climbing fast. I scrambled after them, half barefoot, splinters stabbing into my foot. By the time I reached the surface, I was wrecked. They had to half-carry me to the jeep. James jumped behind the wheel, floored it. We didn't look back. We weren't sticking around to see what followed us. The entire drive to the hospital, we sat in stunned silence. I needed stitches, splinters removed, a tetanus shot. Couldn't walk right for days. But it wasn't over. A few days later, James realized he'd lost his wallet near the mine entrance. We went back, just to the surface, not inside. The wallet was gone. But we found my shoe. Sitting near the mine entrance. When I picked it up, my stomach turned. It was shredded. Covered in bite marks. Chunks torn out. Whatever was down there, wasn't human. We left immediately. No one has an explanation. You might say it was a squatter, some desperate person living underground. But how? No food, no water, just darkness. And those bite marks. Charles tried messaging the Instagram account again. No response. It's going to be a long time before I ever set foot in the desert again. Have you ever had a terrifying experience while exploring? Or do you think you know what was down in that mine? Drop your theories or share your own desert horror stories in the comments. I read every single one. And if you love true scary stories, hit that subscribe button for more real-life horror. Stay safe out there, and stay curious.